Welcome back to the channel. Well, some of you might remember this. It's the wireless electric garden light, and it enabled the normal function of a solar garden light, but then in the evening you could attach whatever colour of LED you want just by putting it on the top. Well, it's been a year now since this was made. The bottom has come off and I've got a couple of ideas for upgrades. So we'll take it in the house and let's do the upgrades. So back at the build table, here's where I'm up to with the upgrades. What I've done is I've already taken this light apart and I've been looking inside at how things have gone on over about the past year, and did notice that, well, what I've done is I've held the battery in with magnets onto these two pieces here, and well, there is some rusting going on, so I'm not really happy with that. So instead what I'm going to do is to take these off and replace with a little button type NIMH. These are about, I think it's 80 milliamps, so not the largest, but I haven't got any bigger than this. But I think if I directly solder on, they'll do better than the rusting that was going on there. I've already made a couple of the changes to the tops, which were just like this. Well, the prompt, I'll show you a couple of pictures now, and as you can see, it had rusted off and there was no way that was going to be decent for longer term. So what I've done is I'm making these differently. What I'm doing is putting a hole through the middle, gluing to the bottom, gluing the coil to the bottom, and putting a hole through there, and they're just a lot better design. It should be a bit tougher. I've got a couple more here and I'll put different coloured ones into those. So that's where I'm up to at the moment. Oh, plus, just to say, on things like the flicker flame, or to run a little motor even, you just have a diode and a capacitor across the load, and then you can run other DC loads, such as the little chip that's in one of these to make it flicker. So that's where things are up to at the moment. One thing about these bottle caps is, of course, they should be really coloured to the LED type. So, you know, a blue top for a blue LED, we'd have a white top for a white LED, red top for a red LED. You don't get many brown LEDs, do you? What I was thinking was 3D printing might be a better idea. The thing is, my 3D printer is over there, out of commission at the moment. I need to set it all back up again, and it's over there through all these houseplants that are indoors over winter. Though it is pretty cool for middle of February to have a tomato plant that's got flowers on it, ready to produce tomatoes. Anyway, back to the project. And where it's up to is that I've backtracked from using the button cell because it was only 80 milliamps, and instead I'm going to go for one of these 300 milliamp instead. It did accept the solder OK on the ends, and what it means is it will actually clear the sides, so I'll clear the circuit board instead of perhaps touching it with one of the cell's sides, so it'll be actually safer. That's where that's up to. I'll get that soldered on next. Now for the broken end piece, I've taken that out, but I'm going to have to be a bit creative because I've looked everywhere and I can't find the same type. But you might see under my feet I've got some bamboo sticks, and it's all related to this project over here of making the raised garden beds. But the thing is, I've dragged plenty of bamboo down here. Luckily we've got it on the property. So I'm thinking if I match up the size of the end of that to one of these pieces, then I should be able to do a 45-degree cut and end up with a decent enough stake to go in the ground. We'll find out. Here we are, I found something that seems about the right diameter. So yeah, oh, this could be the piece itself. Yes, that's gone right in there. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut that at 45 degrees and it should enable the thing to plonk in the ground correctly. There we go, it's cut 45 degrees. Does it work? How about that for a fail? The ends come through and knock the top off. Well, that's something to remember, isn't it? Oh my word, that is a great fail. Well, we'll try this a little less enthusiastically, but we'll try it again. So, if I just wanted to put the thing in the ground, just do that, and there we are. So yeah, I'll have to remember not to shove the thing in the ground. Oh my. Right, anyway, wait for night time and put the top back on, and we'll see how it works. Okay, we're outside now, it's gone dark, and there's the first one. Wow, quite nice light coming off that blue one. Alright, the next one. What have we got here? Oh, the red, there we are. Good glow again from the red. Next one, oh, there we go. There's the white. All of them are working fine. And finally, the green with itself. A nice glow there. And finally, let's just check the flicker flame one, and there we are. The flicker flame is working great as well. So some nice little upgrades on this, and I'm very pleased with them. I'm not exactly pleased about what happened when I stuck the thing in the ground, but it works great. And I do prefer the way that these are done, these lights now. Look a bit neater. Here's a bit of a bonus. I just sat down this morning and begun editing this video, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. But the thing is, I realised that because I'd only used this for about an hour last night, it's still working, it's still going. There's been no draw from an LED, such that the power is still there in the circuit, in the battery. So I suppose what that means is, instead of the garden light normally starting up when it goes dark, say about 6 o'clock, something like that, you could start it running at whatever time you wanted. Say you had a, I don't know, a party or something that wasn't due to finish till say midnight. You'd be guaranteed that your lights would be working until everyone went home, whatever kind of use case there might be. But you can choose when to start it going. And as I say, even now, 8 o'clock in the morning, absolutely fine, still running.